You're listening to the Residential Movement, where the focus is on making in-home dental care normal instead of novel or niche. I'm your host, Dr. Ashley Robinson, a house call dentist with a lot of passion for reaching patients who are best served in their home or residence. I'm here to encourage, equip, and empower dentists like you to begin offering in-home dental services for patients who cannot get to the office, while also enjoying a more balanced work life. We discuss everything from dentistry, business, ethics, mindset, and more. Listen in to learn how you can become a part of the residential movement.
Hello there. I recently had a conversation during office hours with a dentist who was feeling conflicted about where her career should go next. For those of you who don't know, I do open up office hours for consults with dentists interested in doing house calls. Feel free to sign up at residentialmovement.com/office hours. So 18 months ago, this dentist was feeling so burned out from years of traditional practice ownership. Her biggest complaints were about managing a team and the financial stress from all of the debt looming over her as a practice owner. She made the decision to sell her practice and cut ties. Well, that transaction was just recently completed, and now she's working as an associate in a different practice. While she is somewhat relieved to not be owning that former practice, she's bothered by different things in her current role. She finds herself having to bite her tongue at work when the practice owners make certain decisions that she doesn't like. She still has the personality of an owner and really wants to be self-employed, but she doesn't want the responsibility of the whole team and everything else that came with traditional practice ownership. So what do you think I recommended for her? Well, obviously, I told her she should own a dental house call practice, and you might think I'm biased, but I do think in her case specifically, owning a house call practice was perfect for her. A house call practice doesn't require debt or a team, and she really cares about people who are homebound, so I do think it's a good fit, and I think she'd love it. I do think owning a dental house call practice is a great solution for a lot of the challenges facing dentists today, and it's obviously wonderful for the underserved population of people who are homebound too. Anyway, this woman was really excited about the idea of a dental house call practice, but she had one big objection. Her objection was that she really likes to do very complex surgical and cosmetic cases. I had already advised her, and I want to take this opportunity to remind you that patients who are homebound don't typically demand such procedures, and it's better for patients who need those procedures to have those procedures done in an office for all types of reasons. But she's doing a lot of these cases in her current role as an associate, even more than she did as an owner, and she wouldn't want to give that up. I responded by saying that she wouldn't have to give that up. House call dentistry can be a side hustle. She can continue to be a part-time associate and then own her dental house call practice part-time as well. If you haven't already, please get my free ebook, A Day in the Life of a House Call Dentist, at residentialmovement.com/a-day-in-the-life. Once you have that, you can see all the different scheduling templates that you could develop. So some people hate the term side hustle, but it really just means owning this practice in addition to having other income streams. Personally, I've never had just one source of income. I think it's unwise to depend on any one means to earn a living. As a kid, all through my schooling, I had multiple jobs. Even during residency, I also babysat and drove Uber. My own dental house call practice started as a side hustle. When my practice was a side hustle, I could relax knowing I had another source of income, and that allowed me to take the time to really learn how to operate this business and best serve my patients. I was still gaining experience with house calls, earning extra income, and learning the basics without any financial pressure. House call practices have the ability to change and grow over time very easily without worrying about intense infrastructure and a team and everything else. That's a huge benefit of owning a dental house call practice. For example, during my pregnancy, I never had to miss or rush to a doctor's appointment because I had intense control of my schedule. And since having a baby, I've been able to adjust my schedule accordingly. At this point, I'm still offering house calls 3 to 4 days in any given week, but I'm usually doing only 2 to 3 appointments rather than 3 to 4. This is because I decided that I wanted to spend more time at home with my daughter during her first year. I have that flexibility. I also have the flexibility to occasionally pick up per diem shifts or teach at my local dental school. A dental house call practice was a great side hustle for me and has become a great main priority for me. And who knows what it'll become in the future. That's the beauty of it. You make your house call practice whatever you need it to be in the moment. Owning a house call practice does not disqualify you from offering cosmetic or surgical procedures in an office as an associate. Owning a house call practice opens up a lot of opportunity for you and for the patients at home who will benefit from your work. So if you're an associate and you're worried about being limited by house call dentistry, remember that owning your practice won't limit you. It will liberate you, and you'll be helping a lot of people along the way. Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you for considering house call dentistry as a career. I really appreciate you.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Residential Movement. If you like what you heard today, please leave a 5-star review and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share this with them. All of these actions help fuel the residential movement. Visit residentialmovement.com for show notes and for access to any links referenced in this episode. Thanks again for listening, Doc. Keep up the good work.